Hello students, this is Yogita Datar, subject teacher of engineering mathematics from Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering, Solapur. We are dealing with the first unit Laplace transform of engineering mathematics 3 syllabus, and we have seen its definition and also 4 properties of Laplace transform. We have solved examples based on these properties. The properties are namely first shifting property, change of scale property, multiplication by t raised to n property, and the fourth one is division by t property. The statement of division by t property is if L of f of t equal to f bar of s, then L of f of t divided by t equal to integration from s to infinity f bar of s ds. Here the function of t is divided by t and we have taken the integration of f bar of s with respect to s. Now the next point from this syllabus is Laplace transform of an integral. If L of f of u equal to f bar of s, then Laplace transform of integration from 0 to t of f of u with respect to u is 1 upon s f bar of s. Just note this thing, if the function of t is divided by t, then we are taking integration of f bar of s, and obviously the integration is with respect to s and within the limit s to infinity. When we have to take Laplace transform of integral, then we are dividing by s. So in this way you can remember these two properties. When the function is divided by t, we are taking integration of f bar of s. When the function is integrated with respect to t or with respect to u, then we have to divide f bar of s by s. So these two things can be easily remembered. Now one more thing to be noted here, instead of f of t we have taken f of u. Why this is so? Because the limits of integration are from 0 to t, and hence instead of taking f of u, to avoid confusion we have taken it as f of u. Instead of taking f of t, we have taken it as f of u, and the limits for this integration are 0 to t, and the result is 1 upon s f bar of s. Very simple property to be applied. Now we will see two examples to apply this property. Question will be as it is. Find the Laplace transform of the following functions. Here the function is given as integration from 0 to t u raised to minus 1 e raised to minus u sin u du. So obviously here first you have to find the Laplace transform of sin u. Now sin u is immediately multiplied by e raised to minus u. So no doubt you have to apply first shifting property. But in the last lecture we have seen that instead of applying first shifting property right now, it is better to apply it at the end. So we will now apply u raised to minus 1 sin u, which is nothing but 1 upon u sin u. So here we have to apply division by t property, and then finally we will find the result for e raised to minus u into u raised to minus 1 sin u by first shifting property, and then we will apply the result of Laplace transform of an integral. Okay, we will see the solution step by step. So here function is u raised to minus 1 e raised to minus u sin u. U raised to minus 1 u raised to minus 1 is nothing but 1 upon u. So it is 1 upon u e raised to minus u sin u. First we will find Laplace transform of sin u. It is now from the standard result 1 upon s square plus 1. Now we will apply division by t property to find Laplace transform of 1 upon u sin u. So we have to integrate this function with respect to s within the limit s to infinity. The integrand is in the form 1 upon 1 plus x square or 1 upon x square plus 1, and this is very famous and frequently used result, that is tan inverse of x. Here it is tan inverse of s, and the limits are s to infinity. So substitution of limit, tan inverse of infinity minus tan inverse of s. Tan inverse of infinity is pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus tan inverse of s is cot inverse s. Now again, this is not the final answer. Still we have to apply first shifting property for this e raised to minus u term. So we get the result as L of e raised to minus u sin u upon u equal to cot inverse of s plus 1. As by first shifting property, this s becomes s plus a, that is s plus 1 in this case. So simply cot inverse of s plus 1 is the result. Now this is the Laplace transform of the complete integrand in this example. So now we have to apply Laplace transform of integral result. So applying this result means we have to just multiply this latest Laplace transform result by 1 upon s, or we may say that you have to just divide this result by s. So final answer is very simple. Laplace transform of integration from 0 to t e raised to minus u sin u upon u du is equal to 1 upon s cot inverse of s plus 1. So the property is very simple, but you should be very correct to find the Laplace transform of its integrand. One more example. E raised to minus 3t into integration from 0 to t u sine of 3u du. Now see here. Here we cannot change the sequence of e raised to minus 3t and integration. So first you have to find as usual the Laplace transform of sine 3u, then multiplication by t property for Laplace transform of u sine 3u, then you have to find the Laplace transform of integration of u sine 3u, and then finally you have to apply first shifting property for this multiplication by e raised to minus 3t to this complete integration part. So one by one we will see the solution. F of u, that is integrand, is u sine 3u. First find the Laplace transform of sine 3u using the standard result, a upon s square plus a square. Here it is a equal to 3, so 3 upon s square plus 9. Now to get the Laplace transform of u sine 3u, you have to apply multiplication by t property. So Laplace transform of u sine 3u is equal to minus 1 raised to 1, as the power of u is 1 and derivative should be of first order. So it is minus 1 d by ds of this latest Laplace transform result we are having. Then minus 1 into 3, minus 3 out of the derivative sign, as it is a constant multiplier, and we have to just find derivative of 1 upon s square plus 9 using the result for derivative of 1 upon f of x. So we have used this result in previous examples. So it is nothing but minus 1 upon f of x square into f dash of x. So it becomes minus 1 upon s square plus 9 whole square into derivative of s square 2s. So finally we are getting minus 3 into minus 2s, that is positive 6s divided by s square plus 9 square. Now we have to apply the result of Laplace transform of an integral. So you have to just divide this latest result of Laplace transform by s. So it is very simple. Laplace transform of integration from 0 to t u sine 3u du is equal to 1 upon s of the latest result. S get cancelled, so it becomes 6 upon s square plus 9 whole square. Now finally, to get the answer for this complete term, you have to apply first shifting property. So application of first shifting property, nothing but change of s term. So because of this e raised to minus 3t, s changes to s plus 3. So 6 upon s plus 3 square plus 9 complete bracket square. Simplifying this denominator, you will get it as s square plus 6s plus 18 bracket square. So in this way, you can solve the examples to find a Laplace transform where the function is involving integration with respect to u and within the limits 0 to t. But note this, whatever are the terms involved in integrand, you may change the order in the integrand, but out of the integration is there any term, just like this example, you cannot change its order to get the Laplace transform. Now using this method, you can solve some examples. So here are some examples for practice. The question is same. The first example, 1 upon root pi integration from 0 to t u raised to minus 1 by 2 e raised to minus u du. So this is the additional part. Only whatever the result you will get for this one, you have to just multiply it by 1 upon root pi, nothing else. Now first we will find the Laplace transform of u raised to minus 1 by 2 using the Laplace transform of t raised to n for n fraction, that is it is containing gamma function. Then here you may have to use the gamma function value of 1 by 2, which is nothing but square root of pi. You have to use this result to find this Laplace transform. Okay, after getting the result of u raised to minus 1 by 2, so first find the Laplace of u raised to minus 1 by 2, then apply first shifting property to this result for this multiplication of e raised to minus u term, then find integration of 0 to t e raised to minus u raised to minus 1 by 2 du result just by dividing by s to the latest result. Then whatever the result you will get for this Laplace transform, you have to multiply that result by 1 upon root pi. So you will get the final answer. The second example, this is very simple as we have solved the first example. First find the Laplace transform of sin phi u. Then you may change your order, so it becomes u sin phi u. Apply multiplication by t property, then by first shifting property e raised to minus u into u sin phi u result, and then apply Laplace transform of integration result. Next example, again the similar one. First sin u, then 1 upon u sin u division by t property, and then first shifting property e raised to u sin u upon u, and then finally Laplace transform of integral. The last example, if 1 upon t integration 0 to t u cube du. So first find Laplace of u cube using Laplace of t raised to n, where n is an integer. Then apply Laplace transform of integral result, that is just divide the latest result by s, and then apply division by t property. See, you cannot change the sequence of the terms or application of properties if the term is out of the integration sign. So here you have to follow whatever the sequence is given in the example. First u cube Laplace transform, then Laplace transform of integral, and then division by t property. So solve these examples carefully using the method applied to solve the examples in this video and also in the previous videos. Thank you.